From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over really quick.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. David Peterson is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt. 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Striding in is Derek Jeter, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a swing and a miss, and that's how Game 4 will get underway.
First pitch, 7:07.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
So now to the plate, number 11. A bouncer up the middle, scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. What do you have on this lineup as they go for a championship here on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, he'll breeze through 7 strong.
And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He stays alive, still 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Here's Foster backing up on it at the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. It's the Yankees 0, Mets coming to bat. It's the Subway Series of New York, and it's on the show. Number 36 gets the ball with a world championship on the line. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
Jeff Mcneil will be the next to take a turn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And a rather easy first out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside corner, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Here comes the 1-2. Rounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman.
And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Next up, Jimmy Fox. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here it comes. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Mets. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Into the box, Cecil Fielder. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Now the first pitch.
Fielder.
The 1-1 home. There's a fastball that misses. Now the 2-1. Misses down below the knee. Jose Canseco waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Harper is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
That is good.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
In now, Jose Canseco, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
To the plate now, Tim Raines. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. One out, nobody on. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, his 3rd home run of this series, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
The next batter is Alfonso Soriano. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Misses, ball 2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
In the air now, out to right field. Harper is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 8, the catcher, Jorge Posada.
And stepping in, Jorge Posada, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Much better hitter swinging right-handed for whatever it is. His entire career, he's hit much better against left-handed pitching than he has against right. This is definitely his more comfortable side.
Empty that time as he's underneath it. 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mets nothing. That brings up George Foster.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First pitch on its way. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Here it comes on 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
At the plate, Dominic Smith. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Dominic Smith
six.
goes down for the second out in the bottom half.
Francisco Lindor.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. Now here's the pitch. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball one.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. The pitch. 2-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Francisco Lindor.
When a pitcher puts you in a proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
He's one pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
The next 3-2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. Over to first, and that retires the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. So here now's the pitcher, number 36. 9-1-2 due up.
Number 36.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
The beauty of that sequence right there, the fastball in, now the changeup away, is where do you go as a hitter? Do you cover away? Do you cover the heater in? You can't do both. You have to pick a side of the plate and hope that's where he goes.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Derek Jeter. He swings and grounds it to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw it 0-0 and he let it fly.
Into the box now, number 11, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Takes this the other way to right. but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, Bernie Williams.
Next for New York, Bernie Williams. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. The Yanks held in check. They're up 2-0. J.D. Davis, the next to bat. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Fouled off. Davis, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 3rd round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Here it comes on 0-2. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone. A solo shot here to left, and the Mets are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Into the box, James Mcneil. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Williams is right there, 1 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, J.J. Peterson.
Now to the plate, David Peterson. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the AB now. That's popped up. Jeter over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, number 6.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff Mcneil. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Jeter over to his right. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. But not before they answer back here with a solo home run. 3 complete from Citi Field, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and set to go as the switch-hitting outfielder, Bernie Williams. Now here's the first offering. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Nope, at the ball.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And boy, which of those two numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. And it's fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down the way, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Up next, Jose Canseco. And we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Here's the 2-0, and this is lined hard to deep left. Foster is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
In now, Tim Raines as he grounds one briskly to short. Mcneil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead it 2-1. And now here is Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
The first baseman, number 3, Jimmy Fox.
So stepping in is Jimmy Fox. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
So he got him swinging. Jimmy Fox becomes out number 2 this inning. So now to the plate, George Foster, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Down in order go the Mets. Our score remains 2-1. So now to the plate, Alfonso Soriano. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
And it's 1-1. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. 1 out, bases empty. And here's the switch hitting Jorge Posada. First pitch on the way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. And he fouls this one off. Posada flat out dominates against left-handed pitching. Makes a lot of contact and hard contact at that. No doubt one of the biggest threats in the sport in these types of matchups.
Yeah, Matty, it's a pretty special skill set to absolutely hammer left-handed pitching. You don't see it too much. I mean, this game's 75% right-handed power coming down your throat. So when you see a guy that hammers left-handed pitching, you know he's putting the time in the cage.
Next, it'll be number 36. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Fouled off. And the pitch.
1-1.
And that misses. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Derek Jeter would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
The batter, number 2.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Derek Jeter. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give them anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch swung on and chopped to third. Throw on to Fox gets him to retire the side. Yanks leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi.
For the Mets, the center fielder.
Digging in will be Dominic Smith. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. And she'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Canseco is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
2 down, no one on base. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Canseco retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Digging in now for the Yankees, number 11. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Did get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. You just have to say, so what? Make another good pitch.
And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Off-speed pitch, good for strike 2. Fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The throw to first is in time, one down. Next to hit, Bernie Williams. First pitch of the AB now. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Swing and a miss for strike one. Slow bouncer to the right side.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Stepping in now, Cecil Fielder, as he'll take a look at ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball, 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. 2-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. They still lead it 2-1. So here is James McCann to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Again, another foul ball.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Another one sent foul. Hit out towards second. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Hey, Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Barry Larkin will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 11, Barry Larkin.
From the stretch. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Another 1-2 delivery. Heading out towards shallow right. Range has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Now batting, number 6.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. From the stretch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
High and deep to right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the right fielder, Bryce.
Next for the Mets, Bryce Harper. No hits to this point. He's set. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Mets strand 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Seth Lugo is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
At the plate now is Jose Canseco. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
1-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the weight pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expected to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over. Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Tim Raines will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. He's set and the pitch.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
From the belt, the pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Mcneil has a play. He's got it one away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Alfonso Soriano.
Wade Boggs will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here. It's a pinch hit now with one away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a two-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a two-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a two-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
At the plate now, Jorge Posada, as he'll swing and pop this one up near second base.
Mcneil is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, number 36.
Next to dig in, number 36. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over.
Please join us for the traditional.
A run, a hit, and a man left. Wade Boggs remains in the game, playing 3rd after entering the game as a pinch hitter in the previous half
Now
inning.
playing 3rd base, number 17.
So now here is Jimmy Fox. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Leading up for the Mets, the first baseman, Jimmy.
First delivery to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
0-2 count and the pitch. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Softly hit toward the hole. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The center fielder, number 2, Dominic.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Foster stands at first with one out. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and the Mets have come back to tie things at 3.
I mean, you have to love the World Series. What a game we have right now. Home run ties it late. The place is going absolutely bananas. Would you rather be anywhere else?
Now batting. Shortstop, Canseco.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Williams is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
At the plate, J.D. Davis. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here it comes. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Looking up is the left fielder at the track, the wall, and that one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, as they take the lead 4-3. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here at this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple.
The catcher, number 35.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here. 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Ramiro Mendoza takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Ramiro Mendoza.
Standing in now, James McCann, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
You like the modern style of baseball, here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
Sign from Posada, now the 1-1. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Yankees 3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Trevor May will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Zach Collins is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Ready to begin the 8th, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. High and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting.
Tight game here. 4-3 our score as we take the opportunity to compare the performances turned in by the 2 starters. Next, here is number 11 in his career versus this pitcher. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. From the stretch. And this is low, ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
2-0 count. The pitch is in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Bernie Williams, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-Roll, then you have a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB, no
chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little too-out lightning start.
Quick check on that tying run at first. A dive, but he's back. Soft liner to the left side. But little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. One left for the Yankees. They still trail it here 4-3. Tino Martinez will stay in the ballgame as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base.
So now into the box is Zach Collins. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff men on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
So here's Jeff McNeil as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The right fielder, number 34. Bryce Harper.
Next up for New York, Bryce Harper. He flew out in his last AB. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work just picking apart the corners.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Skied into straightaway right. Raines gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets, and it remains a 4-3 game. Craig Kimbrell comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
46, Craig Kimbrell.
So striding in to start the ninth is Jose Canseco. They'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
Canseco.
Here's the first pitch to him. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's just trying to do too much up there at the plate. That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Great mid-AB adjustment right there. Swung at the first high fastball and was able to take the second one.
Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
To the plate now, Tim Raines. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Pitch on the way. Oh, and that caught a piece of him as it went by. And he'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really Ricky Henderson will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 24, Ricky Henderson.
And now the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Next to hit is Jorge Posada. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's the first pitch. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike one.
Now, this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the 9th right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up, and looks the part.
And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that can happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Darryl Strawberry comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he's in a great spot. Tying run at third with a chance for a ball into the outfield to give his guys the lead. looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Working for the punch-out and the offering.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Up next,
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch. He just didn't get the bat to the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
So now to the plate, Derek Jeter, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. A sold-out crowd of 41,800 get to their feet now in Flushing. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Last chance for the Yankees. Struck him out. So a great job of working out of certain danger as he strands the possible tying and winning runs on base. And the ball game is over.
Wow, that 9th inning was unbelievable. They load the bases with the tying run at third and the go-ahead run on second, but they can't find a way to bring them home. So close, but yet so far.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. New York avoid elimination to force a Game 5 in this World Series. Seth Lugo is the winning pitcher of record, number 36. Pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and they left 1 man on base. For the Yankees, 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, they left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.